Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So here in this project we have used AOS also for smooth animation and sliding. Here we are in the home section. Your name as well as hire me. You can see the hover effect for both. Then we can see the hover effect on navbar, home, service, about, portfolio and testimonials, the contact. You can see the slow movement of your image that you want to display on the home page. Then the services that you are providing. I am added web design, web development and debugging. Debugging is clearing all the debugs or codes in the errors in the codes. Then we have mentioned our skills, the percentages, and you can see the smooth animation effect and how it is refilling from 0 to the specified percentage is 0 to 90, then 0 to 80, 0 to 75 and 35. You can see the download CV button also. With this you can also download your CV on click. We have added the download attribute also. Then we have our portfolio section. It is all where you can see the web design. You can see here it is a website. It is a website here also. This is web design. So here we have all the projects. You can separate them by using these buttons. Like now we are at the website section. 4 websites are there. And then next web design section, we have only 2 web designs. And in the app section we don't have anything, so it is an empty. And in all section it will show all the items that are available. Next, the testimonial section, you can see the swiper function, slide, or you can use the buttons also. Then we have a 24/7 contact, location, mobile number, email, as well as website. Then a form section, definitely try to use type in the forms like email or calendar, date, it is available. Then footer section, home, about, service, portfolio and contact. You can see social media icons like Instagram, WhatsApp and Twitter. All rights are reserved. This website is entirely responsive, that is it is available in the mobile version and as well as tab version also. Let me show you, right? So first let me show you the desktop version. Here where this is the desktop version. Then if we slowly move on, this is the mobile version. You can see this is the menu bar. Here we have using then this is the home section. You can see the animation here. Let me show you. You can see the proper animation. Show you again. Here you can see how the 0 to 90% HTML, all these. Then you can hear our portfolio section, then testimonial section. You can see how smoothly the movement of all the selected items are moving from the animation is very smooth. It is entirely made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so it is very beginner friendly. You can see this. Then definitely try to make, or you can say definitely try to create the website. Don't just look at it and think that it has been done, so why the heck just let me just copy it. If you want to learn front-end web development, definitely try to do as many projects as possible. That is one of the suggestions I will give to you. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And we are going to we will go through line by line explanation. So continue watching this now. And the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now we are going to I will be going to explaining you line by line code. So we are in the HTML index.html section. Uh, you can see in the head section we have added the meta tags for SEO. Then we have the title tag to add the title of the website, that is responsive portfolio website, which will only show in the main on the top bar or in the website in the Chrome or Firefox. Then we have linked bootstrap CSS file, CSS link here. Then we have, this is our custom CSS file, this style.css. It is available here. You can see this is the style.css file. We have linked it with our HTML. Then we have linked Google Fonts, Google APIs and gstatic. These are our Google fonts and links that we have linked them with our HTML. Then we have linked the bootstrap icon, CDN link, compressed data link. Then for adding animation we are using Aweber's library. We have linked it to our HTML section. Here is the aweber's.css file. Then jQuery, we have added the jQuery link to the HTML section. Now we will go into the body section. Here we have the navbar, that is header section. Here we are using bootstrap. You can see expand navbar, light background white. These are bootstrap, and you can say shortcut CSS. By using the class name, we are accessing the CSS files that are available somewhere else using the bootstrap link. This is external link, you can also say. Then container field, here we are adding class names for mostly because of the bootstrap. And you can see style is available. We are adding the color to the portfolio. Then button section, then we have the unordered list. UL list is used for unordered list. We have list item, and we have an anchor tag with the reference as home, service, about, portfolio and testimonials. Then we have button, that is to contact me button at the header section. Then the navbar section ends. Then in the home section, you can see here also we are using bootstrap, row, justify content evenly, align middle. To reduce the CSS, we use the bootstrap directly by using class names. We can add here, you can see justify content evenly means if there are two contents are there in the home section, they are spaced equally. The entire content are spaced equally, and align middle, they are aligned at the center of the page. Then we have the div section and h2. This is the main heading, that is hello, I am Abhiram Tej. These are the main headings. We have separated them using br means break tag. It will cut the file, that is first we'll get hello I am, then below we will get Abhiram Tej. Then we have a paragraph which says P means paragraph tag, which says I am a web developer having 5 years of experience in expertise creating website with fully responsive on all devices. Then we have a button with hire me and another anchor tag with no more button. Then we have added the main try to, if it is your for professional use that you want to display to your HR for recruitment purposes or for job, definitely try to put one good picture of yourself, straightforward picture. I've used your portfolio PNG, which is this small PNG that I've used. This is an animation PNG I've used, but you can use your own profile, nicely done profile picture. Then after home section, we are in the expertise section, that is our services. Here you can see I am using div. The reason why I am using div is so that I can make every section separate. So here I am using div for heading purposes, that my services are providing cutting edge digital services. These will be the heading section, so I put them in one div. And then I am using another div for adding the services, like here I am having web design h4. Here you can see, and the image icon service icon 1, it is the image for that web design. You can see the service icon here. This is the service icon, then service icon 2, and service icon 3. So here we have the name for the service, that is h4, using the h4. H4 means there are total of 6 heading tags: h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6, and based on the order, you can say the size of the font size of the will be reducing. H1 is the largest one, h6 is the smallest one. So we are using h4, that is medium, and P for paragraph tag. Then we are adding read more button using anchor tags. The reason to add anchor tags specifically is because to link the other pages, most of the time anchor tags are very perfect for this, and that is the reason definitely try to use anchor tags. And you can link also href. You can, here in the href you can mention the designated website or a designated website link also you can mention here, so that on click on that you can directly redirect to that website. You can see that everything is divided, that is in the every service has its own div. Then we have web development and debugging, these are same. And then you can see here one of the important thing I forgot is data AOS. Data AOS is, this is the animation that we are using. You can say in the first one I have mentioned here in the top, that you can see here, for adding animation to website we have used AOS library. So we don't have to write all the entire JavaScript code, we just have to mention small class names. Here we are using data AOS, which is fade up. That means a fade up is a small animation when slowly, whenever you reload your website, automatically it starts from the bottom to top. You can see that, that is fade up. That is one of the animation style. Then we'll go to the skill section. Here we uh, you can see we have added HTML. Here you can see this progress, that is first the normal progress is 0%, and from 0% to we have specified some percentage, that is 90%. This is the starting percentage we have mentioning here. The other part will be in the script.js. By using the JavaScript we will be able to move from 0% to 90%, as I shown in the website. So it is to mention the starting point, we are mentioning here as 0%. Then span text, this is HTML text. Then CSS and JavaScript and React.js. Next we have in the skill section we have another div, another section, which is we mention our details like my skills, about me and my experience, and then what I do, that is I'm a web designer, I have done such projects. And this is the mentioning in this two parts, you can say. And I also added download button. You can see download CV. So whenever you want to let someone else download some PDF file, then definitely try to add this attribute, download attribute, and says give it some name. You can mention any name that you want. In that file name only, the file that you have attached here in the href section will be downloaded. I have added some documents as empty document here. You can see here also it is an empty document I have added. There are a lot of attributes that are available, but most of the people don't use them. But if you want to give your website a professional look, definitely try to add the download button, so that if the recruiter sees it, then he may want to know what are your other things, if there are something missed in your portfolio, he just want to know your resume, and definitely he can simply download it, and he will be able to know more about you, like your personal details also. Then we have come to the portfolio section. This is the heading bar, as I told before, creative work and check my portfolio. So in the portfolio section, we have used the filter by using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So filter means here you can see in the button, first button we have all. In the second button we have website, third button web design, fourth button app. So website, there are some websites have added, then some web designs have added, then some apps have added. And when we click on all button, and automatically all things, that means the website that I have added, web designs and apps that I have added in the section should display all at once. So by using JavaScript, a small code, we are able to bring all them together. I will show you here also. If you see this is the first one. First card here, you can see div class card. Then we have added the image of the first website, that is car rental website. Here I added, and I've added the name, that is car title. Then here you can mention HTML, from which on by using HTML CSS I made it JavaScript. It is a website. Then you can see the read more button. If you see closely here in the div section, class post, here you can see all and website. All means whenever we are going to click on all, and automatically all the blocks of codes that have the words as all will be displayed in the section. It is a JavaScript button actually. So to mention first, it is like a reference. You can consider this all and website. You can see here we have added data filter. All is added here. So whenever we will click on this all button, so wherever the all is added in the sections, those all will be displayed in the portfolio, in the section all at once. So you can see data filter website is there. So this is a website also, so I've added website. All means you have to bring everything. That means website should come, web design should come, even apps should come. So but this is the website, so I've added website. And you can see all as common in every thing. Here you also can all and website. Then we have all and web design, and then all and web design, all and website, all and website. So it is for filtering the data we are using this. Then the next section is the testimonial section. In the testimonial section, you can see this is the testimonial image. I will show you the image. This is the testimonial image. We have the heading, that is testimonial and client feedback. Then div section, we have like you can see these are like here we have divided the div section into 3 parts, so that actually that 3 testimonials are available. You can see that here from div, you can see cardinal inner. This is you can say that it is divided into 3 parts, but whenever we are using the jQuery, so then all of them will come in the you can see here one after the other, like the buttons also. Then you can see the p attribute to mention, that is paragraph attribute to mention the client, what have the client have said, h4 for the name, and small icon for to know what that person does. He's a restaurant owner, here I've mentioned. Then we also have the preview as well as next buttons. These two are buttons. By using them, we are going to move forward or backward to know the client's reviews. So you can see here we have used a bootstrap also, rounded fill. So to make it the background will be in round and it will be filled with a particular color. Then we have database target. Next we have the contact section. In the contact section, we can see the same heading section, the div, in the div. Then next we have another div where we have mentioned our information, like I am from India, this is my phone number. Then you can see this icon tag also. You can see bi send fill. It is one of the icons I've used here. Telephone icon. This is geo, means this is a global, what do you say, map icon. You can see in the Google Maps, you can see that icon. Next we have globe icon here. Icons represent, because as many people say, images speak more than words, because it will display more proficiency look to your website. So definitely try to use icons in your website. Then we have the form. Here I am using div sections. Input type is text. You can see, definitely try to use type function. Type will be more and more professional look to your email. If you mention email, so if the person forgets to mention @gmail.com, then it will show an error on the spot that you have not entered the proper email ID, email address. So it will be very useful. Definitely try to mention it. Then we have text area. For larger input section will only have small amount of space to enter data. Whenever use text area is used for large amount of like for giving message, you want to write a paragraph of message to the person, then you can use text area. Here I have mentioned rows 5 means 5 rows will be allocated. You can see in the website also. And submit button. We have used bootstrap so that it reduces most of the css work. You can see here also a rounded fill. It is one of the uh, css class that we have used here. Then we have the footer section, the quick links just like the nav bar, home, about, service, portfolio and contact. Then we have our social media links like Instagram, WhatsApp and Twitter. I've added them in the button function so that on click on the button we can move to that specified website also. You can you have to mention in the href, you have to reference. Href means reference. You have to mention the www.twitter.com, www.whatsapp.com. So you can mention in the href section. Then copyright is mentioned in the paragraph. In the footer you can see bootstrap, javascript cdn and aos library, that is animation library javascript. And to initialize the aos library we are using aos initialize duration 1000 is means 1000 millisecond, is very small. You can say 1 second also. And then offset 50. The reason to mention the javascript libraries in the bottom of the html section is because they take more time to render. So before that time the remaining part will be easy to render, and uh, the user whoever wants to look into your website, he doesn't feel like, oh, I have to wait for so long, because the remaining part will be displayed, like html css will be displayed. JavaScript is the functionality, so we don't until unless if he doesn't click on the nav bar, if there is no nav bar to display, then what is the use of having the JavaScript over there? So it is better to always have your JavaScript links at the bottom of the HTML page. And mention script tags. Definitely use script tags. These are the internal tags, you can say. And I have mentioned the script.js. That is here you can see script.js. Here I have mentioned the JavaScript. Next we will go to the CSS, that is style.css. So I am using the font family body, that is entire body, that is entire HTML page will get this font family as Poppins, which is from sans serif, which is a famous most widely used font style, you can say, font family. Then font weight is 400. Font weight means you can see normal, if you mention 100, that is like very thin. If you mention 400, 500, 600, you can get the bold look of the words. That is font weight, that is width of the font, the letters that are the letters width will be changing by using the font weight. You want to see the bold one, then you have to mention like 600, 800, you can mention over here. Menu icons, then we have border is none, background color is white. It is hashtags, you can see hashtag FFF means white color, to add the background color as white. Then font size is 1.5 mm, that is the size of the font or the text that is available in the website. You can see this nav dash menu is the class name. Nav dash menu, I will show you in here. Just 1 second. It is now. Here we are in the nav section. Here you can see nav item. Then here you can see nav menu. So for this nav.menu class, we are going to add, whenever you are using class, then you have to add dot. If you are using id, then you have to add hashtag. So remember that for classes we are going to add dot before the class name, and for IDs we are going to add hash before the ID name. Then color. What is the difference between background color and color? Background color is the if you say there is a small text like AK, the AK color, the text color is orange, that is the words that are present. To change the color of it we use color attribute. And for background color, if the you can say that AK background is black, you want it to be white, then we use background color FFF, that is white hexacode, you can say. Then navbar, nav anchor tag, we are, this is how you, if in the navbar section we have an anchor tag, let me show you. And this is the nav, entire nav, it is navbar. Then we have an anchor tag over here to this, so this will as act as a parent. In the parent we want to go to the anchor tag which is child, then we have to mention like this nav dot navbar, because it is a class, then the child space, give some space and select the child, that is anchor, that is anchor means a tag. Then the anchor tag will get the color black and position relative. Positions are like, you can say, uh, positions are one of the most important CSS, uh, what you say, CSS functions, you can say, like position and then flexbox and grid functions. Definitely try to know them, because it will be very easy, if you master these things, you will be playing with CSS. There's nothing you can, there's nothing that won't be easy, hard for you to do, because these positions, you can say, in, if you create a small card, menu card, in the bottom of the menu card you want to add like a small, what you say, add to cart button, you want to add using add to cart button. Then if you directly paste the image, if you add the image inside of it, the image will be placed at the center or at one side or left. By using the position, you can change position relative, means the image, the whole card becomes the parent. Then based on that parent image, the small, the add to cart but image will be like relative. If relative means it will move based on the parent image. If you put absolute, absolute becomes that it will hover onto the parent element, and you can move it to the location, like you can move left to 0 or right to 50. So like that you can move the icon by using the position. So definitely try to learn position, flexbox, grid. These are the most important topics. You will give by using them you will get a very professional look to your website. And then we have navbar. This hover effect is whenever we hover onto the, whenever we put the mouse on that particular button or particular anchor, then if we have an hover effect, we have mentioned here anchor tag hover. So whenever this happens, right now I'm hovering, I'm moving the mouse pointer to hover. You can see a small box is opening saying element class navbar nav. Just like that, it is also one of the hovering effect only. So just like that, whenever you hover onto an anchor tag, then the color of the of it will be changing into the orange color here, as I mentioned here. And after is this after effect, what do you say, after before is also very important. uh, let me tell you one second. Here if you see in the website, I've shown you, whenever I hover onto the button, it automatically moves top side, or in the navbar section, the you can see a line coming in the bottom of the word, that is home. Then whenever hover onto it, you can see the change in color into orange, as well as you can see a small line below that word. So here you can see it is position absolute, position absolute. Then we have added a background color. The transition width, the width is 0.3 seconds is the time or duration to move. Ease is the transition that you want, that ease in, out. Ease means it will slowly fade out, then it is 0 seconds. Then left is in, here you can see the width is 0 first. This is the first starting period, before you didn't even hover it, you were just having plain navbar is available over there. So before you hover, this is all the word, this is all you mentioned as that. Whenever you hover onto the anchor tag in the navbar section, like here is after hover after, the width will be equal to 100%. So what is that width? The line that is generating that whenever we hover onto the home section, the line is increased. That line which is invisible before now is visible, which spreads because we have added here animation, that is transition effect is added, which is ease, which is 0.3 seconds to display. The width is first 0, then it will be increased to 100%. So it will display in the bottom. So yeah, after and before effects are like very confusing, uh, but it is one of the most important things you have to learn. So you have to put more concentration on learning before and after effects. And hover effect is also hover effect. It is very easy, you can learn. So try to learn after and before effects. Then we have C button, border. The border is the background of the image. You can see here we have the border. The dark border is there. This you can see, you can just once again, the blue color line is the border. So you have to mention border is none. The background color font size. So I'm just mentioning these are like very simple. You all know them. Like font size is the size of the font that is available. That is the text. Font weight means the boldness of the text. If you want it to be thin, then you have to mention like font weight is 100. If you want it to look like bold, font weight is 800. So it's like very simple. Padding, margin, border. There are like three things. Border is the exterior, the outermost body. You can see the blue line I am showing here now is the outermost body. That is border. Margin, then the if you in how to say, margin is the what to say, there is an margin. Then we have padding is the innermost area. Padding is the innermost area. Then we have the margin, that is middle area. Then we have the border, which is the outermost area. There's three background areas that we use. Here I have mentioned padding, that is 30 pixel. uh, Here we have like top, left, right and bottom. So we have mentioned padding for each one, each side. And then we have margin top. uh, then font line height means line height is an attribute where you say the gap or the line, the length of the height. You can say 4m. uh, rem, pixels are the most used one. Rem means 1 rem is equal to 16 pixel. Then we have tags, home section, you see margin. These are all similar one. Here this transform, function, transform and transition. These two are like for the, you can say they are the animation functions or animation attributes that are available in CSS. Transform, here translate y minus 20 pixel. That means whenever you hover onto that button, it will move towards the y side, towards the y direction by 20 pixel height. So it moves top side 20 pixel. Then the duration, transition, how much time that will take to move from that particular line to the top is that is 1 second. 1 second, whenever you hover it will just move upward. In text decoration, if you see, whenever we add anchor tags, you can see the default decorations will be there, like underline, blue color will be defaultly on the anchor tag. To remove those default decorations, we use text decoration as none, so that we will remove all the decorations. Then we can add whatever colors we like. I've added here color orange, so in the default we have it blue. No, I don't want to have blue, so I'm removing all the text decorations using text decoration as none. Then I'm adding the color. Here if we also having after, so whenever you hover onto it, you can see here also we have like the underline function will be there. You can see color, the color will be changing, as well as it will move. Then we have transition, hover, after effect. So scale, that is it will be like scale means you can say it will increase its size, like small, very small. If you mention it in negative, it will decrease in size. Here if you mention in scale x1, if you mention scale x 0.1, it will push into innerwards. If you mention 1 or above 1, it will be like expand. So it is scale x, or you can say x direction. Then we have home image floating. This is like you can see in the home section, the image that I have placed, the profile image, it is continuously moving from right side to left side, right side to left side. So here I have added the floating. Floating is like simple animation I have used here. So it has 0 percentage, it will be in transition x, that is 0. In 50 percentage transition x minus 24, that is it will move towards left side first. Then whenever it is 100%, then it moves transition 0, that is it comes back to 0th position, that is moves one side then comes back to the same position, moves one side comes back to the same position. So it is floating continuously by using here. Keyframes is one of the most used css function, you can say. uh, Next, we have heading, small font weight, you all know all of these things. Text decoration to remove the text. Text align center is to align all the content at the center of the website. Use text align as center. Next, border radius. uh, Border radius, how you let me show you border radius. Border radius, here you see small white box is available here, RGB, before RGB. If you use border radius 0.7, the edges of this box will be circular. You can say that it will try, it will the border of the box will be sharper right now. So if you use as border radius 0.7, it will try to be, it will be like in the circular motion. Slowly it will be like losing its sharp ends, and you can see the smooth ends. You can see now on a dining table, the edges will be like very smooth in a curvature model. So by using this border radius attribute, we make the any rectangular shapes or any hard edge shapes into circular shapes. And if you mention border radius as 50%, the entire square box will turn into circle, entire 100% circle. So it is border radius to change the borders of any object we use. Then we have text align is there, transform, transition, duration I've told you. Then uh, circular progress, gray background, we can also add gradient, 3.6 degrees, 0 degree, these are like gradient ways. Most of the time I use 90 degrees, 90 degrees gradient. Align, justify, display flex. The reason we are using display flex here is because we have like 4 skills: HTML, CSS, JavaScript and CSS. So to keep them all in one form, we are using display flex one after the other. And as by using display flex, we don't have to mention again. In the mobile version, it will automatically, when the size reduces, all the 4 skills will form one after the other. When the size of the website increases, that is from mobile version it is moving to the desktop version, then um, the skills will move back to its original position, that is HTML, then CSS, then PH, then CSS, then JavaScript and React.js. It will move based on the size. The items are aligned at the center, the content is aligned at the center. So before, you can see here also we have before and after. These are one of the most important things. So whenever you hover onto the what you say on the on whenever you hover onto the skill, the size of the box will increase and it will expand. You can see it in the website. So that effect is added here. The position is absolute, that it becomes top. Then height and width is increased, and the border radius is 50%, that is borders are made circular. Then background color, and these are all, color, font size, font weight. Here you see hash means whenever you want to refer to any ID that is available in the HTML section, because here you can see it is a class. It is a class, we have navbar is a class, so we add dot before classes, we add dot. Like here see post, dot is there. If you add IDs, we specify IDs, that my button container is an ID, so I have mentioned hash. Then transform, transition, duration, color, These are same ones, you can see. Then anything new, background color, margin left, box shadow is none. Box shadow is used, you can see that whenever we hover onto any objects, if you see in any websites, you can see that darkness is there, like it is like 3D printed on the website. So we can use the, by using the box shadow, we can make the effects on it, so that it gives a very professional look. Here we are not using it. I'm telling you box shadow, why it is used. And then we have like, that's all. Social links are available. Hover effect we can change by hovering onto it, the color will be changing. Then we go to the next section is script, that is JavaScript. So let's see, here you can see we are in the skill section. I've shown you that from 0 percentage to whatever preferred percentage that you have mentioned, to that percentage you can see the flow, that is 0% to 90%, it will move automatically whenever we load the website. Here let's see, here I mentioned it is HTML. Let me go and show you in the HTML section so that you can understand it perfectly by using examples. Where is it? Here you can see in the circular progress you can see HTML. So I am referring to this HTML bar here, dot HTML, because it is a class. Then what I have, then I want to HTML value to, I want to know the HTML value. So what I have written the HTML value in here, HTML progress, the HTML value is 0%. Here is a 0%. So I am bringing that, so I am referring over here, that is HTML progress is has the value 0%, and I am taking that value 0% and I am placing that value in HTML value attribute. So now I'm also, I'm also initializing HTML starting value 0 as I've shown before. Now HTML end value is 90%, that is I have 90% proficiency in the HTML section, so the end value is 90%. HTML speed is 30 milliseconds, that is the movement of the moment, you can see in the website, whenever the website is loaded, automatically it moves from 0% to 90%. The speed at which it is moving, that is mentioned here, that is 30 milliseconds. So here we are mentioning let progress HTML set interval. This is a function, this is an arrow function. You can, if you use this arrow function, is there normal functions are there, but arrow functions are mostly used in our, in the latest ES6 version we are using arrow functions. So we are increasing HTML start value plus plus, that is we are incrementing the HTML start value, so it is incremented once. Now HTML value, that is here we have taken the HTML value which is 0%, the text content HTML start value. So now I am changing the content, that is you can see here I have 0%, right? So now here the HTML start value is incremented, that is now right now it is 1. If it is 1, then I'm changing that value by using the dollar. I'm changing that value, HTML start value is changed. So now HTML progress style dot background, here I am using a gradient which is actually a CSS color, you can say hash FC861F is a color. So it is start value multiplied by 3.6, it is the moment, you can say the background color, the progress color, that is one, if it is moving from 0 to 90%, right, the color is mentioned here, that is comic gradient is moving right now. Then if HTML start value is equal to HTML end value right now, so this process will continue. Right now it is 1, right? Why 1, it is not equal, so it will go back again, so it will increment again, now it will be set, the value is set to 2, the HTML set value is 2. So how the HTML end value is 90, here you see it is 90, but this value is 2. So how it is not equal, so it will go again. So this loop will continuously run until the HTML start value is equal to HTML end value, which is 90. So whenever it is equal to 90, then the interval will stop and it will pause, that is it will stuck at 90%, that is I have HTML, I know HTML, that the entire progress of the HTML is 90%, and 90% it will stop. So HTML speed, this it is the speed, you can say what at how much speed from 0 to 90% the radar is moving, that is mentioned here, which is 30 milliseconds. And in the similar way, just as HTML progress I have mentioned here, just like that, if you go here, we have CSS progress, javascript progress, react js progress. Similar code I've copied again, like here this is the javascript progress, css progress. The entire code is same, just I've changed the values, like javascript end value I have mentioned here 75, css end value, then next I have react end value as 30. So I've just changed the values, end values, and have maintained a similar code, and I referred in the HTML in the index section, like here javascript progress, react js progress. So these all have the same code, like 4. Then we have filter section we have used in the portfolio section in our website. uh, that's all. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So here in this project we have used AOS also for smooth animation and sliding. Here we are in the home section. Your name, as well as hire me. You can see the hover effect for both. Then we can see the hover effect on navbar, home, service, about, portfolio and testimonials, the contact. You can see the slow movement of your image that you want to display on the home page. Then the services that you are providing. I am added web design, web development and debugging is clearing all the debugs or codes in the errors in the codes. Then we have mentioned our skills, the percentages, and you can see the smooth animation effect and how this refilling from 0 to the specified percentage is 0 to 90, then 0 to 80, 0 to 75 and 35. You can see the download CV button also. With this you can also download your CV on click. We have added the download attribute also. Then we have our portfolio section. It is all where you can see the web design. You can see here it is a website. It is a website here also. This is web design. So here we have all the projects. You can separate them by using these buttons. Like now we are at the website section. 4 websites are there. And then next web design section, we have only 2 web designs. And in the app section we don't have anything, so it is an empty. And in all section it will show all the items that are available. Next, the testimonial section, you can see the swiper function, slide, or you can use the buttons also. Then we have a 24/7 contact, location, mobile number, email, as well as website. Then a form section, definitely try to use type in the forms like email or calendar, date, it is available. Then footer section, home, about, service, portfolio and contact. You can see social media icons like Instagram, WhatsApp and Twitter. All rights are reserved. This website is entirely responsive, that is it is available in the mobile version and as well as tab version also. Let me show you, right? So first let me show you the desktop version. Here where this is the desktop version. Then if we slowly move on, this is the mobile version. You can see this is the menu bar. Here we have using then this is the home section. You can see the animation here. Let me show you. You can see the proper animation. Show you again here. See how the 0 to 90% HTML, all these. Then here our portfolio section, then testimonial section. You can see how smoothly the movement of all the selected items are moving from the animation is very smooth. It is entirely made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so it is very beginner friendly. You can see this. Then definitely try to make, or you can say definitely try to create the website. Don't just look at it and think that it has been done, so why the heck, just let me just copy it. If you want to learn front-end web development, definitely try to do as many projects as possible. That is one of the suggestions I will give to you. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And we are going to we will go through line by line explanation. So continue watching this now. And the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Today we are going to make this plant store website, responsive website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript with night mode and light mode, as you can see here. Now we will go to the navbar, home, about. Before that, the source code for this website is available in the description and you can download for free. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So here we are in the home page of the website. Home, about, products, FAQs, contact us and night mode to light mode shifting button and explore button. And here we have our social media icons: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can see by using swiper, that is AOS, we have used the transition. And then steps to start your plant collection: choose plant, place an order, get plants delivered. Next we have, you can see how smoothly the animation is taking place. The plants, the add to cart button. Then we have the most common asked questions. It is a small button function. Then we have contact us form. You can contact through this number or to write an email. This is the form. You can subscribe to our newsletter to get the latest updates. Our address, phone number, social media icons, and we accept all types of credit, that is payment gateway. Now we will see the website in the night mode. Whatever website you are creating, if you want to implement night and dark mode, definitely try to use bright colors in the dark mode so that it can be appealing to see. Like here I've used bright white color and dark green color. Home section, about section, the collections, products. Then we have FAQs, most asked questions and answers. Then you contact us, and footer. It's the with subscription to our newsletter and credit card details. This website is entirely responsive for desktop, tab as well as for mobile devices. Let me show you. This is the desktop version as you've seen before. Let me show you the night. This is the mobile version. You can see the menu bar, home, then we have about, then products, and most commonly asked questions, contact, and newsletter. And you can see the light and dark mode available on the menu header. You can change from light mode to dark mode. Then the website is also available in the tab version. This is the tab version of the website. When definitely try to implement this project by yourself, you can find the entire code. The source code is available in the description. Try to practice as many projects as you can to improve your front end work. First, if you are very professional at HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, then it will be very easy for you to implement these websites in the React.js, because React.js is one of the most widely used front-end framework. So definitely try to master HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and I also try to learn the latest versions like HTML5, CSS3, and JavaScript, ECMAScript 6. This is the desktop version. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell icon. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing front-end works and designs. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's start uh, going through step by step code. Right now we are in the index.html file. You can see the header tag. In the head tag, we only add meta tags for SEO purposes, and we link favicon png, which is actually the header tag png. You can see here favicon, which is a leaf icon I've used. Then we will link remix icons. These are actually icons which are mostly used for professional videos. These icons will give you a very professional look to your website. Let me show you. Uh, you can see here these icons, the social media icons are fav icons. We just integrate them into the website by linking those website link to our index.html file. Then we link our styles.css file, which is here. Now we add the title, which is the responsive plans website. Then in the body tag, first we'll enter into the header section. The header section is the topmost section of the page. You can see here this topmost page is the header section. Then we have an nav bar. In the nav, we are adding an anchor tag with an I element to add ri leaf line, which is the one that we added in the first one. That is the leaf icon, as I shown you before. Let me show you again here. You can see this icon. Then nav logo icon. It is a class name. Greenify is the website. Then we add a div. Inside div we use an order list for our nav elements: home, about, products, FAQs, and contact us. Each have an anchor tag with h reference, a hash about. This h reference will act which will use it to move from one page to another, that is from home to about. Whenever we click on about, we'll move to the about section. Then if we click on the product, we'll go to the product section. It is a link. It is an ID which will be connected to that particular section. You can see this is the home. We have a href as hash home. So let me show you that. Here is the home section, and we have the ID as hash home. So this is how we connect the navbar elements here, so that whenever you click on those elements, you will be redirected to that particular section. Then we have another div, that is RA close line, which is to close the menu bar, which will to close the menu bar, which will be in the mobile version. You can see it in the mobile version. In the desktop version, we will be having all these nav elements, but in the mobile version, we will be only having we will only have a small icon will be there. Whenever we click on that icon, the entire nav list will be shown, and whenever we want to close that list, we will close line. That is, it is actually an X element, which is we are using an remix icon, so we are calling it as RI close line. This is how we integrate remix icons into our website. You just have to use I tag, and you have to mention the class and the class name. Here close line means it actually represents X in the remix icon set. It is an entire bundle. Then we have theme change button, RI moonline. I will show you the moonline. So this, you can see here, the moon beside contact us is actually a remix icon. By clicking on this button, we will change the color. We will move from light mode to dark mode of the website. So that is integrated over here. RI moonline is the change theme button. Then we have RI menu line, which is actually menu button. By using this menu button will be available to the mobile version itself. In the desktop version, we will be having all the remaining. We will be having this entire list, but in the mobile version, we cannot have that much space. So we will use menu icon, and whenever we click on the menu icon, the entire menu bar will be displayed. Next, right now we'll go to the main section, which is the entire important section in the website. In that, now we are in the home section. We add a class and ID. Then in the first section, you can see we are adding home PNG. I will show you the home PNG. Here is the home. This is the home PNG. Then we are adding a div to add home data, that is h1 tag for writing the heading of the first section. The heading tags are total of 6, ranging from h1 to h6. As we move from h1 to h6, the size of the text will be reducing. Then we have paragraph tags. Paragraph tag is mostly used to write more data. Whenever you want to write more data, then use paragraph tags. Then we have an anchor tag for explore more button. And whenever you can see here, I have mentioned hash about. So whenever you click on this explore more tab, you will be moved directly to about section, where you will get more information about the website. So this is how you integrate another sections using anchor tag. So most developers use anchor tag widely. Then we have another div for social icons. So you can see here also href I am giving the facebook.com website links, so that whenever you click on it, you will be moved directly to that website. And I am using I tag, which is our remix icon tag for RI Facebook fill. So automatically we'll get the Facebook tag. You can see here Facebook, then Instagram and Twitter tags. You can see in the followers section. Next, that's all about it. Then when we will go to the about section, in the about section, you can see about section container ID is about. Then we have the div, and we are giving the about image. About image, let me show you the about image. This is the about image. Then we are opening about data. The reason to use div elements is because it will separate the details for you, and it will make them into one big section. So it gives very good understanding about which section is available at which part, and we can be able to use CSS functions more easily. So next we have h2 element for writing the name, paragraph element to write the small information about us, like I'm using here is 4000 and where's our reviews and all about it. Then we have about details, where I am mentioning what we are like 4 main points about the website. So here I'm using paragraph tags and RI tags to that is remix icon tags. You can see these icons. Let me show you them to you. About PNG, right? Here you can see this tick mark is there now. We always deliver on time. Before that one, these are all remix icons. So I am using by using I tag. I am calling them RA checkbox fill. This is actually a remix icon. This is how we integrate remix icon into the website, and these are just informations. Then we have an anchor tag for shop now with the RI arrow right down line, which is actually here you can see after shop now we can see a small arrow which is the remix icon. We indicated it using the I icon here, I tag, and we called it using class, adding the class name. Next, we are in the steps section. That is how we can buy a plant or how to we order it. So here we have, as similar to the before section, we are using div to separate elements. Then we have h2 element for the name tag. Then we have another div for containing another div for containing the major three steps. Here I am using the first step in this. We can see 01, which is actually a small container. I will show you the image. It will be more easy for you to understand. Here you can see this is the steps that it follows. So here we have three divs, 1, 2, 3. Then inside those divs we are using other small divs for 01, 02 and 03. And you can also see an hover effect whenever you go to the CSS files. I will tell you, whenever we move the cursor into this file, then automatically this 01, 02, 03 will move upward direction. It shows small animation to the website. Here we are using paragraph dot to write the elements. Then we are repeating it 3 times, and we are using grid. Next, we are in the product section. In the product section, first we are writing HTML element for section title and paragraph element for small information. Then the product list, you can see we are using a div, and we are using article to specify each and every product we are separating using article element. So it is one of the recently updated version in the HTML5 article. Then we are using div element for product circle. I will show you the products. If you see closely, let me zoom in for you. You can see a small circle behind the product. That product circle is actually made using this. Here, I'll show you. Here we are creating a div. We are not mentioning any information here. We're just giving a class name as product circle. And by using CSS, we are creating a small circle, background circle with a green color. So it gives small digital look towards the products. Then we have the image tag for products, and then we have h3 for product name, span for product price. You can see here it's $10.9 price, and we are integrating a cart icon by using the remix icons. You can see integrating RI shopping bag line, which is actually a remix icon. Then we are copying those icons like several times. The same thing here. I have integrated like total 6 products. I can show you the images: 1, 2, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6. Total 6 products. You can have as many as you want. Then we are in the question section. In the question section, we have the first element is h2, which is the name of the title. Then we are using a div element. In that div element, we are using header and a header tag for adding the main, that is h3. I will show you in the image. It will be more with. You can see this is the heading of the section. Then I am integrating. Then I am having 5 total 6 questions. I am recently asked questions I've added, and I'll show you. So you will see this header element only in the first section. You can see my flowers are falling off or dying. So it is entirely closed. This is the header section. Then whenever we click on this header section, then this div, this small div will open up, and we will see plants are easy way to add color, energy, and transform your space. But which planet is for you? Choose the right plant. So this is the answer for it. So whenever you click on it, then automatically it will open up. You can see the second one. How do I choose a plan. So whenever you click on this thing, then automatically will open, and the plus icon will convert into cross icon, so that whenever you click on it, it will close back. This is similarly, I've copied it like 6 times, total 6 times. Then we are in the contact section. The con We are in the contact section. Then we are adding the section title, that is reach out to us today. You can see the image here. This is the footer section. This is the picture. You can see here. This is the contact form you have, reach out to us. Then here we are adding contact details like call us, giving the mobile number and email address by using span and I tag for mail line. It is also the mix icon. Then we have the contact form. We are using input. I've always tell you to use type function. Here I'm using email as type, so that whenever if you don't mention at the date gmail.com, then it will won't accept, it will show an error to you, so that it will give more professional look to your website. Then here type is text, the subject, you can mention subject. Then text area, whenever you want to add more information, like you want to let the user give message to you, suggestions to you, then use text area. You can mention how many rows you want, how many columns you want also for this, so that it give more amount of space for the user to type. Then we have submit button, and I'm using arrow right up line button for which submit. So it gives the reason to use icons is that it gives more professional look. That's all, not because it is necessary or something, but it gives more professional look to your website. Next, we have the footer section. I'll show you the footer section. This is the footer section. We have greenified heading, subscribe to our newsletter, which is an H2 element. Then we have greenified heading, then H3 element to subscribe our newsletter. Then we have input type email, which is for the this newsletter, this input icon that we have created here. And you can see here for subscribe, we are adding another I tag, which is adding the mix icon, that is RI, arrow right up line. You can see here the arrow beside subscribe button, which is showing towards top side. Then we add our address H3 unordered list for list items. Then we add the data. This is the one of the ways we add the elements in a list manner. There are two types of lists. One is unordered list, which doesn't give any numbering or alphabets beside it, and another one is ordered list, which will give like A, B, C or 1, 2, 3. It will show. Then we have footer content. H3 element, that is contact us details, we can mention here, and social media icons. Like this is how it will be shown. Next we accept all cards. By using a div element, we are integrating all 4 cards, so that to give credit, that we accept all types of credit cards. And we're using paragraph tag for last, all that reserved. And this value that you are showing hash 169, this gives you can see this copyright symbol. So to integrate copyright symbol, you don't have to download any JPG. You can just use this value, and automatically that symbol will be integrated to your website. Then we have scroll up. This button, show you that visible. You can see here this small button that is available at the bottom. So whenever you click on this button, you will be moved back to the starting page of the website. That is the scroll up button, and we use JavaScript for that. I will explain it in the JavaScript section. Then we are integrating script tag, that is scroll reveal, which is a JavaScript library, one of JavaScript libraries, which is used for for animation purposes and for scrolling. Uh, then we integrate our main JavaScript file. Is here. This is the main JavaScript file. So next we'll go to the style section. So first we will import Google Fonts using this link. Import. This is how we import any link into the style sheet by using import and URL, and we mention that URL in between. Then the root. You can say if you want to repeatedly use any values, like I'm using first color also, I don't have to mention everywhere RGBA, this value, or I've mentioned hash 123, so I don't have to mention all of them. I can just simply give all those values in the root element. Then I can use, by using var, I can simply call those values wherever I want. Like I will show you an example of it. Here you see in the text area, font family var body font. So I just, by using typing this, I will get this value, body font value directly. You can say body font value directly. So this is how you integrate values that are repeatedly that you want to use in the website. It is a very good thing for developers, because it will let you uh, easily change values. If you want to change the values of the website, then you don't have to go through each and every line and check where I've given these values. You can just change at one place, and entire values wherever they are represented, they will change automatically. So I am using here first color, uh, then the values like colors, text colors, and body color, then container color, then body font, big font sizes, H1 font. I'm mentioning these all font sizes before itself, then I'm just gonna use var to call them up. And these are like margin values, z index values. Next we are using responsive typography, that is when these values are for the desktop version. For the smaller version of the mobiles, like mobiles, we require smaller size of font size, so we will change those values here. That is the reason we are adding edited media screen, so that whenever the media screen size is minimum, that is 968 pixel, then automatically these values will change in the root section, and we'll get new font values over there. So this is how we integrate or we change values for the responsive websites, or for mobile versions or that. Next is the base values. Then we have that first one hash, which is star, which will apply for all the things. That is box shadow is border box, padding is 0, margin is 0, and HTML where I'm scroll behavior as smooth. This is one of the uh, functions that we use for smooth scrolling. Or scrolling, you can see like this. For smooth scrolling, we add that element. Then body button input and text area, we are having the font size and font family as used before. So these all values are very similar to your font size, font family. The font size is the how much length the font that you want to have. Margin, padding, and border. Border is the external. You can see this is the border, that is the external one. Margin is the innermost one. Then the innermost value that changes is the padding. So whenever you change the padding value, then the size of that particular image or particular box will reduce. That is, it will shrink itself. So whenever you uh, change the margin value, it will move, and border will move the entire box up, below, or down. We can move using border border margin top 20 pixel, then automatically above that product will get 20 pixel space, and the product will move down. So that's how you use margin, padding, and border. Border mostly we use for giving a strong line. Like you can see, there is a this line is the border of this box. Next we have button cursor pointer. If I you see, this is the arrow, and if I move here, then you can see a hand symbol, that is a cursor symbol. So this is how you integrate it in the CSS, that is cursor pointer. So that is whenever you hover onto the button, you will get automatic cursor will visible. Border none, outline none. Then we have color, font family. List style is by default, list elements have some style like underline or dot before them for separating each list values. So by to change them, we use list style as none to make so that it will be in plain way, so that we can add our own styles to it. And similarly to the anchor tag will be in blue color and will get underlined. To remove them, we use text decoration as none. For images, we are using the max width as 100%. This is the basic one. So whenever you integrate any image, this is the first default values that we want to have for the images. Then we have theme section, that is body dark theme. Now, for the dark theme, we are using these colors. For the light theme, we will use above colors as shown before. Then change theme, color, font size, cursor pointer. This change theme is actually the button. The button that we use, that is the moonlight button. Let me show you this button. So whenever we click on this button, these values will append onto it. These values will add to it, and the color will change in dark theme. So these are all the color changes that will apply to the dark theme. So that is whenever we click on that moon button and dark theme is applied, the background colors will change for steps background or dark theme for questions background. So these all backgrounds will change. Uh, Next we have next section, that is reusable classes. That is section. For each section, we don't have to mention every time. For about section, for home section, this is the padding. So we are mentioning a section, and we will add that section to all the class to all the sections, so that it will be applied to all of them. And section title will be same for all. Section title center will be same for all. That is font size, margin bottom, then line height. Then section title center, that is texture and the values will be aligned at the center of the page. Then container values, that is the entire space that every section takes. Grid, whenever we add grid, we have display grid element. As I shown before in the product section, this is actually display grid. So all the elements will be aligned in a grid format, that is one after the other. Then main overflow hidden. This overflow hidden means that whenever we it goes out of the maximum length, then automatically it will remove those elements, and it will make it hidden, so that we don't get any unnecessary what you say errors in the website. Header section with background position fixed. Position fixed means the header won't header will be still. You can see if you put position smooth, then as you move from one section to another section, the header will also be will be visible in each and every section. And if you put position as fixed, then it will only be available for the first section, that is in the home section, and when you move to the about section, the header will be invisible. It will not be visible in the about section. Z index keeps the sections about top of all. That is, if you want to place any item at the top other than all items, then use Z index, which gives higher value. Whoever has the higher Z index value, it will be shown first. Transition for animation in dark mode, that is transition. You can see that the elements will move in the animation as I've shown in the, let me see if I have it. The video is not playing here. Okay, fine. It is for animation purposes, for transition effect. So this transition is, that is how much time the animation should take place. Then navbar, display flex is used to align content in the home section. You can see by using flex item, we are moving these all items one side of the and having a space here. You can see we have space between. So the heading and the nav elements will have a space between them, and they both will be moved to each ends. That is how you mention like this: justify content space between. Then nav logo, nav color, we are adding color. Texture transform. Uh, Texture transform is used to make if you have like smaller case elements and you want them to be displayed in uppercase, then we use this texture transform in the CSS to make them uppercase. You can see here greenify is in uppercase. but in the index.file it is in the lowercase. So by using this CSS function, we can make them into uppercase. It is just to let you know, you can directly mention here in the index itself. You can directly give it as in the uppercase. It will also be done. So just to let you know, like there are more, uh, like you can, if you want to change any data is there and you cannot type entire data, then you can easily you write in your own way in the smaller case also. Yes, then just mention text transfer uppercase, then entire data will be in uppercase. So whenever you have like more data that you want to change, but you don't want to type all data like in uppercase or some upper in lowercase, then you can use this. Display align elements. Column gap is the space between. Then you have media screen uh, for minimum width of 766. It is actually for the mobile version. So this is actually, so whenever the mobile screen version decreases into the mobile version from desktop to mobile version, then the entire nav bar will move towards the column and it will move outside of the display position. So whenever you click on the nav item, the nav button, then automatically it will come back. It is not gone entirely or not deleted. It just moves out of eyesight. It will be not be displayed because we added overflow hidden, so it will be hidden. It will not be visible to us. And whenever we click on that nav button, the menu button, then automatically it will come forward because these values, by using these values, position fixed values, we change them. And then transition, you can see by 3 seconds of transition will be displayed. That is how much time it takes from to showcase. Then we have font elements, nav list. These are like small, you know them all. Box shadow is to add. Uh, Box shadow is used to add. Let me show you. Box shadow. This section I used box shadow. So whenever you hover onto this, you will see a small box shadow around it. So that is like small line of you can see a line that will come, which is box shadow. Uh, or you can also see in here, you can see the small box shadow here. So whenever you hover onto it, is an image. You can see in the website also. Then active link, it is for, so whenever you are moving from one section to another section, we want to change the color of the heading elements. That right now I am in the home section, so I want this to be in active state, that is in green color. That means that I am in the home section. So when I move from home section to about section, then I want this color to change from home section to about section should come into green color and this should come into black color. So that CSS I'm writing here, that is here. You can see left background color is where first color. So this color I'm mentioning here. By using JavaScript, we'll whenever we are moving, then automatically the the size will be there now. So that value will change. So automatically it gives a very good edge on it. Then we have the home section. You know all of them. Font size, font color, position, transform. Transform is to rotate 90 degrees. This is whenever you click on an icon, then automatically it will rotate 90 degrees and it will show you. That is home section, social media icons we have used for. That is these icons. You can see Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Then, yeah, these are all things you know. Very very similar items, similar values, color, font weight, font size, transform, transition, not that much important. Then this all CSS is very all items will be very similar. But if you want to learn CSS, definitely try to learn master CSS first. Flex, definitely line flex, grid, and transition effects. So it will give very good edge on it. Um, this according open, I can tell you about according open. Right, I can change color of themes. So this According open is for the question section. So whenever you click on this button, then you can see this pop up in the green background. So this is available here. This background color var equal to first color, which is a green color. So whenever you click on it, whenever it opens up, then you can see that green color and you can see the data. This is mentioned here. The color similar color, nothing. Font size, border, contact input, these all values. Then the index, line items. These are similar values only. They are like most of the time we use them. CSS is like repetition values only. They only for particular items we use it. This scroll up, this is the button that I've shown you before. I think it is in the footer section. This one, the scroll up. Then we have show scroll up next. This WebKit scroll bar is actually the scroll bar we have here. This scroll bar, if you want to have a scroll bar, then we use it. Here you can see width is 0.6 rem and background color, we have mentioned the background color. And this is how you integrate a scroll bar into your website by using CSS. Then we have breakpoints, that is for smaller devices. There's only small changes like margin, weight, font sizes we change for the smaller website designs. Then for medium devices, by using at the date media screen, we will mention and minimum width, how much minimum width that you want, like 760 is for like mobile and tab, and above 1000 it is for desktop versions. You can see these values. 992 this for website desktop version. So the small changes in values will be there, that text values or font size values, so it will change. All the same values will be there for the desktop as well as for the mobile, just some small values will be changing. We are not adding any new values to it or new what you say, new things or new classes will not be added. So same values, these values will change. Next, the JavaScript. The JavaScript, first we are going with the menu. So we are creating three constants, that is nav menu, nav toggle, nav close. So nav menu, nav toggle, nav close, we are getting element by id, which is a document.get element by id will do what it will do means it will go to the index.js file and it will search for that id. It will search for that id element, that is you can see nav menu id is available here. So it will connect with this div element. So now those value will now be called as nav menu for the JavaScript. So first we'll validate if the color is show menu is available or not. So here we are using add event listener click. So whenever we click on it, whenever we click on the button, then if we first will add show menu button, it will add the menu. Then if the menu is in that particular section and if we click on it again, then it will close the menu button. So we will remove the menu, show menu, then it will automatically disappear. This is actually combination of CSS and JavaScript. We add show menu class to it. If you add the show menu class to it, then the nav bar will be displayed, and if you remove the show menu option, then automatically the nav bar will disappear. Next, remove menu mobile. So whenever we click on each nav link, we remove the menu icon. So when we click on one icon, we don't want the nav bar to display to continue display. Whenever we click on one nav element, then we want we want to move to that particular section of the website, and we want the nav menu bar to disappear. So this is how we add it. So we call the nav menu icon, and we will remove the list if the link is inactive. Then scroll header, that is changing theme background, so it will change. Next we have questions add-on. I've shown you before question add-on, so this is the same one. So whenever you click on it, you will get this displayed and the answer will be displayed. So this is how you do it. Scroll item for each item. So item dot query selector, so question header, first we will select that particular item, then we will check that whenever we'll add event listener, will what will it will do. So whenever we click on that particular value, you can see if I clicked on this my flowers are falling off button, then it will give a trigger. That trigger will be heard. So whenever the add event listener is to listen, so whenever the click is happening, then automatically what will do, it will toggle the icon and the information will be shown. Like here you can see whenever I click on it, it will listen to it and automatically it will give this class list will be opened up and the answer will be displayed. So this is how by using the JavaScript we do it. Next, so by adding and removing this last date, we can remove it. Next, we have the scroll section active link. So whenever we are scrolling from one section to another section, we automatically want the color from changing the active status. So if here the home section has green color and underline, which indicates that we are in the home section. And whenever we are scrolling from one section to another section, we want this green color and underline bar to display on the about section whenever we are in the about section. So that will be done by using this. So what we will do means first we'll check the current offset value, that is the page height, and we'll get the attribute id value. So every section has its own id value. Then we will check. Then for each section ID, we add active link button. So whenever we add active link is a CSS, this active link will have that color equal to green color and border will be displayed. So whenever that particular section ID which we grab from the website, that ID will get this active link added. And whenever we do the ID is removed, that means we are not in that ID, we are in the new ID, and it will be removed. So that's how we change, automatically it will change. Then show scroll up, this scroll up button I've shown you before, that if you click on it, then automatically it will add show scroll up and it will move towards up direction. Then dark theme changing button, then I've shown you before also this moon button. So whenever we click on it, then it will change the theme of the website. Then selected theme and selected icon, these are like dark and light icon, these are all the values that we are giving. Then so if the theme is in dark, so we are also validating if the user has already clicked on it and it is in a dark mode, and you accidentally you refresh the website, but it will remember those value that if previously it was in dark mode, then it will also showcase in the dark. This is a small code that for which we use it. It will validate, it will check before what was the theme before. Then we have active and deactivate the theme link. So whenever we click on that button, then you can say that whenever we click on this moon button, it will come into dark mode, and when we click on the sun button, it will be in the light mode. So that added here. Then we have the scroll reveal, that is all the these all items like home data, home image, home social, about images, or all the class names for all the sections that are available here. So for all these sections we have class names. Those class names we are integrating here for scroll reveal. That means whenever we refresh the website, first these data will be displayed one after the other. That means it will come from top to bottom. The duration is 2.5 milliseconds. Then the values they will be visible. So each and then the next, first the home data will be displayed after 500 milliseconds, home image will display. Then after 600 milliseconds, home social icons will display. That's how the smooth animation is done by using the scroll reveal, which is a JavaScript library. This is how you add the scroll reveal. It's a very small code, and I'll show you the images. This is the home section. This is the about section. Then we have the place order, then products, then questions, footer section. You can see the entire website here. Here's the first, second. Definitely try to make this website I've added the source code link in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. Um Hello everyone. Today we are going to make this plant store website, responsive website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with night mode and light mode, as you can see here. Now we will go to the navbar, home, about. Before that, the source code for this website is available in the description and you can download for free. Please, if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. So here we are in the home page of the website. Home, about, products, FAQs, contact us, and night mode to light mode shifting button and explore button. And here we have our social media icons: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can see by using swiper, that is AOS, we have used the transition. And then steps to start your plant collection: choose plant, place an order, get plants delivered. Next we have, you can see how smoothly the animation is taking place. The plants, the add to cart button. Then we have the most common asked questions. It is a small button function. Then we have contact us form. You can contact through this number or write an email. This is the form. You can subscribe to our newsletter to get the latest updates. Our address, phone number, social media icons, and we accept all types of credit, that is payment gateway. Now we will see the website in the night mode. Whatever website you are creating, if you want to implement night and dark mode, definitely try to use bright colors in the dark mode so that it can be appealing to see. Like here I've used bright white color and dark green color. Home section, about section, the collections, products. Then we have FAQs, most asked questions and answers. Then you contact us, and footer. It's the with subscription to our newsletter and credit card details. This website is entirely responsive for desktop, tab, as well as for mobile devices. Let me show you. This is the desktop version, as you've seen before. Let me show you the night. This is the mobile version. You can see the menu bar, home, then we have about, then products, and most commonly asked questions, contact, and newsletter. And you can see the light and dark mode available on the menu. Now header, you can change from light mode to dark mode. Then the website is also available in the tab version. This is the tab version of the website. When definitely try to implement this project by yourself. You can find the entire code. The source code is available in the description. Try to practice as many projects as you can to improve your front-end work. First, if you are very professional at HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, then it will be very easy for you to implement these websites in the React.js, because React.js is one of the most widely used front-end framework. So definitely try to master HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and I also try to learn the latest versions like HTML5, CSS3 and JavaScript, ECMAScript 6. This is the desktop version. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing front end works and designs. Thank you.